Hello, guys. How are you? How's your weekend? I hope you had a fantastic, refreshing weekend, ready to face the market this week. In this video, what we're going to be breaking down are the fundamentals of the week, the major currency pairs, right? We're also going to be looking at the commodities like gold, some indices, volatility 75, just to mention a few, US30, NAS100, and so on. If you're new to the channel, my name is Laurent. Welcome to the Black Forex Academy, where we help each other grow. But you can call me Black. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. This week, fundamentals, as you can see today, Monday, we're going to have the United States Labor Day, and Canada, it's going to be having also another Labor Day. So it's going to be a holiday for the CAD in the US. So I won't be expecting any volatility or strong volatility moves in the market, because the US, the Forex market is controlled 80% by the US transactions. If it's going to be having a holiday, well, then that means only 20% will be in place. So that means there won't be strong moves in the market. So tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to start off the day with the Aussie interest rate. Crazy. I believe it's going to make some crazy impacts in the market. And then later on, we'll be having the GDP, JPY, obviously, right? Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to have the CAD as the strongest news of the day, interest rate, which is almost the strongest interest rate I know of, moves to about 40 pips. It's crazy. So the CAD interest rate on Wednesday will be holding the flag for the strongest news of the day. Inflation reporting hearings for the pound, obviously, and the Bank of Canada press conference will also be held on Wednesday. Not very strong events, obviously. On Thursday, we're going to have the euro manipulating most of the volatilities, most of the fundamentals, with its interest rate holding the flag as the strongest news of the day. And then on Friday, we're going to have the pound controlling most of the fundamentals, GDP, right? Most being the strongest one, right? And manufacturing production of the strong. Employment change for the CAD will also be holding the flag as another strong news. So these are the fundamentals of the week. As you can see, the US is not going to be having a lot of fundamentals, so I'll be expecting few breakouts this week, and in general, a great trading week, technically, obviously. So, but you should be aware of the CAD, Euro, and Aussie, because they'll be having some strong fundamentals this coming week. So let's dive right into the charts and see what's up with it, right? US dollar, starting off from the top. Let's dive right into that, baby. Okay, so last week I broke this down. Obviously, I showed you this, guys, that this will happen, and it obviously it did. Let's get rid of these, right? So right now, what I'm expecting, this is the Fibonacci extension, guys. If you don't know how to use it, make sure you learn. I'm going to tag a video here on how to use it. Make sure you learn. As you can see how it works, it's very, very accurate, and it can help you predict where the market will be going. Okay, back to the topic. Now, the US, as you can see here, it's still very, very strongly bearish. I was expecting to see prices come all the way to hit until down here, which it did. So right now, I'll be expecting some sort of retracement to around here, to around this resistance zone, right? And then after here, that will be the determining factor of what is going to happen with the US, right? So if prices break above it, I'll be expecting them to push all the way until up here at around 1200, right? But if it doesn't, then I'll be expecting to see prices show me some lower lows, okay? If we look at it from a weekly perspective, okay? Now from a weekly perspective, you can see that, let me remove this. From the weekly perspective, obviously you can see that how the bears are in control. They just engulfed this anchor candlestick. So that means they took charge, right? Breaking this lower low. So that's another determining factor. That is why I've said, once we come back here to the 4-hour, this was the previous lower low, I'll be expecting to see prices push until here. And then this will actually determine, this resistance is what's going to determine the fate of the US dollar for this coming trading week. Okay, now let's dive right back into that. Usdchf, let's see what's popping. Okay, now with Usdchf, I was expecting to see prices push all the way down here and then give me this bullish run all the way up there, right? But obviously, as you can see, prices never broke below this market structure, so we never took a trade. Last week, we only took 2 trades. It was crazy. I didn't see a lot of opportunities. So as you can see here, it was a consolidating week. Prices was just consolidating here, nothing much. So this week, what I'm expecting to see is for prices to break out of this consolidation and actually give us some sort of move, some sort of impulse move, right? Give us a trend or something so that we can actually take trades with it. That's the Usdchf. It's consolidating in here, so we'll be expecting a breakout and see what's up with this currency pair. Right, now we have Usdjpy also in another consolidation. So last week, I remember I told you sell it after the breakout, which it never did. So up here, prices were having this resistance. It gave this false breakout, and then bam, it came back all the way in here, and then coming back to this market structure again. So it's crazy, but that's what happens in the market, a lot of false breakouts. So in general, prices are still in this consolidation zone. So I'll be waiting for a breakout out of this before I actually take a trade. If prices break above again up here, then I'll know this time is for sure, and I'll be looking for longs. But my bias is still very bearish, waiting for prices to actually just break below here so that we can actually go short and keep on selling, right? Nice. Okay, Gbp Usd. From the 4 hours, you can see it broke above this descending trend line here. So I'll be expecting to see prices give me a bearish indication, something to come all the way down here, give me a nice sweet retest on this zone before we actually go long all the way up here, right? Okay, that's the GU. Let's look at Euro USD, obviously, this was a great trade. This was the only trade that we took last week. It hit take profit. Our take profit was here. Okay, so as you can see here, prices are still very, very bullish, right? Crazy bullish moves. Now, if prices break above this zone here, this will be a very great indication that prices will keep on pushing higher, no doubt. But then after this bullish rally, they must be exhausted. If you look at even the RSI, it's way overbought up here, right? So anyways, looking back at the market structure, I'll be expecting to see some sort of retracement to around this zone here. If it breaks below here, then I'll be expecting to see prices keep on falling to around this market zone at around here before we actually look for any potential bullish trades. But if it bounces off here, then obviously that will be another bullish indication trigger that we are heading higher. We are heading for the moon. We're heading for the stars. Okay, let's look at S&P 500. We haven't looked at it in a minute. Okay, as you can see, I was expecting prices to push from here. They did. As you can see, prices are still heading higher. Right now, they're in this consolidation range, then this sideways channel, this sideways pattern. I'm expecting a breakout above, and then we can actually buy and keep on heading higher. S&P 500. Okay, US30, same applies. In this consolidation zone, it's in a consolidation range, waiting for a breakout before we actually keep on heading higher, right? Expecting a breakout first before we actually head higher. Okay, let's see if we can have that. NAS100, same thing. So as you can see here, that's what's up. They're still in this consolidation zone. And so this one prices actually went our way all the way up there. So they're right now they're in this zone, but after this breakout, then I'll be expecting to see prices keep on heading higher even further. Let's look at gold. Gold had a crazy move on Friday after the NFP giving us this boost. Crazy. So the NFP gave us a bullish direction for the US. And most of the time what happens is that the fundamentals don't really, here's the thing, fundamentals don't predict or don't change the market direction. They give volatility, they give liquidity to the market in the trending direction. So as you can see here, prices were very bullish after the NFP. So that means the bullish trend is on point. So that means I'll be waiting for a breakout up here so that prices can actually go all the way up there. So that's what's up with gold. Let's look at volatility 75. Some of y'all have asked me about it. Volatility 75, right? Volatility 75. So here it is on the daily scale. On the daily scale, prices have touched this descending trend line 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Third time being the magic touch, as you know. So right now, as you can see, prices are pushing lower, crazy, pushing lower. Today's candle has already engulfed yesterday's candle. Obviously, the bears are in control, but very, very close to this market structure here. So what I'm expecting to see is that if prices break below here, then obviously this will be a very short trade. But I can't pull any triggers because it's very close to a very significant market structure. And this being an uptrending index and having come from this very strong bullish run, it's very risky to take any sell trades here, right? So after it breaks here, then it'll be good to go. Or if it bounces here, then you know our target will be all the way up here. So that's my actual view on volatility 75. Well, trading indices, guys, you always have to look at the bigger picture. You always have to look at the bigger picture that what's going on with this trend. But if it doesn't and it breaks below here, then our target will be down here. So that's what's up with volatility 75, guys. I hope this video has been of help to you. If so, smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that bell notification so that you'll always be notified whenever we release content in the future. Without further ado, guys, I hope you have a lovely trading week and a great trading week in general. Till next time, guys, this was Black. Peace and love.